Hey guys, I'm Violet, and today we will be doing a meditation for Shakti energy because I feel like we really need that right now with everything going on in the world and women's rights. We need as much divine feminine as we possibly can get. So, I wanted to explain a little bit about Shakti and why we're doing this. So, Shakti is the divine feminine, Shiva is the divine masculine, and before creation, they were just undifferentiated potential. However, Shiva started to develop self awareness. Um, so, they separated, which in turn brought about Kali. If you don't know who Kali is, she is the goddess that is time and death. If you've seen images of her, she can look a little scary. She's very dark. She has hands full of weapons. She has her tongue sticking out, and she's got her foot pressed down on Shiva, not allowing him to awaken from the daydream of time that he is in. Um, However, she does have a light side as well. She's also trying to free him from this because there's duality and everything. So, with her foot being pressed down upon him, Shiva is kind of like us developing self awareness from when we're little. We start to put labels on things, on us. We start to, as we have experiences, they affect our decisions in the future because of how we experienced them in the past. So, throughout the years, I've been Violet of divorced parents. I've been Violet, the recreational therapist, and so many other things. But what Kali is trying to do is free us from those labels, free us into our unending potential, free us into just the infinite that we are. So things like Instagram and comparisons and ego is what creates us being trapped in these loops, not breaking out of our comfortable little shells. As we compare ourselves to our friend on Instagram or this influencer on Instagram that is going to Greece and has a million followers or whatever it may be, we're usually seeking out those same things because we're like, oh, that's pleasure. I want that life. But the thing is that we can be so much more than that. We can be more than those little boxes that we can put ourselves in. So that's what the meditation that we're going to do today is to help work on. I was going to say a quote from this book, Awakening from the Daydream by David Nichtern. It's from the chapter on the jealous God realm, and it says, we try to create desirable circumstances for ourselves, but our enjoyment of them is undermined by the jealous God's desire to upgrade. So there is no real ease, relaxation, or contentment. When we start seeking after these comfort zones, we aren't actually reaching our full potential because we'll always just be seeking the next level. So with that, we can start to go into the meditation. Like I said, Kali, her light side is freeing us from our ego, freeing us from our boxes that we put ourselves in. So instead of thinking one thing is good or bad, we begin to be mindful and not internalize others' reactions, but observe ourselves. One good personal story about something like that for me is one time I was walking my dog. Some of you may know him, Ranger. He's adorable and amazing. He pooped on this lady's lawn, and I was going down to pick it up, and this woman comes out of her house and threatens to spray me with a hose because my dog pooped on her lawn. It's very intense, and so in that moment, instead of like just reacting, because I was like starting to panic, like all of those sympathetic nervous system reactions where my heart started racing and started sweating and like just being nervous in general. I took a brief moment and I realized that I sat with myself for just a brief moment and realized, okay, I'm just feeling this way because this is my body's response to danger. I don't need to hold attachment to this situation because why should I hold attachment to this situation? It's not going to get me anywhere. Me reacting with the same energy as her is not going to get me anywhere. So I just picked up the poop like I was doing and walked away, not saying anything. And that was that. The rest of my day was pretty fine. It didn't stick with me all day because I chose to release it. I chose my reaction. So, yeah, that's just an example of how letting go of something that's not, it doesn't matter in the end. It's something like that, somebody like flicking you off as you're driving next to them on the interstate and them yelling obscenities at you and you getting road rage. It's not going to do anything. When you're able to take that pause and notice that, that's when you start to be freed from Kali's time illusion that she has created. Also, a little bit more on Kali is that if you've ever heard of Kundalini, maybe Kundalini yoga, it's where Kali or Kundalini energy, which is like this divine feminine serpent energy that sits at our base, our root chakra, and it goes all the way up our spine, and Shiva's sitting up here at the crown. And when you start to untangle those two pieces of the Kundalini, you start to work through the blockages and the traumas that you have held on to in these different chakras, in the different chakras. When you do that, Kundalini or Kali can finally reach Shiva, and she can take her foot off of his chest and he can be freed. So, all right, let's just get into the meditation now. I am going to be asking you to take 15 to 30 minutes to get comfortable, and you're gonna take your seat. You can do like me, where I'm sitting on a sitting on a mat in a little bolster, or you can sit on a chair and place your feet on the ground. Sit at the end of the chair, so you're being mindful of your present moment. You're gonna sit at the end of the chair, you're gonna sit on your bolster, you're gonna place your hands on your knees, and you're going to close your eyes. We're gonna take a couple of deep breaths to just start to relax. So let's breathe in And breathe out. I'm going to breathe in through our nose, filling our diaphragm. And breathe out. Let that diaphragm deflate like a balloon, okay? So breathe in one more time. And breathe out. All right. So now that we're a little bit more relaxed, we're feeling present, I'd like you to start invoking imagery of Kali. There's a picture right over here for you, and if you need a little more help, I'll read a little quick description of her. Her skin is pitch black, evoking the dark womb of unbound reality from which creation arises. She is the color of deep, mysterious darkness of space in which the cosmos gestates. She has a garland of human heads and skirt of human arms, reminding of her intention to free us from identifying with the I self and its self-serving actions. The various weapons in her arms accomplish her mission to free us from bondage. In one hand, she holds a freshly severed human head, her trophy, the I self, the ego. As if to soften her fierceness, she forms a mudra with another hand that says, "Fear not, my child." A vertical eye adorns her forehead. She is ever wakeful. Her tongue hangs from her mouth to reveal blood-dripping fangs that she uses to consume everything in creation. She favors cemeteries with decaying corpses that reminds us of death's inevitability. As time, she dances in the vast cemetery of the cosmos, where universes are born, evolve, grow old, and die, in a never-ending cycle. She dances upon Shiva, who is the awareness that all time-related phenomena arise from and fall back into. He remains still and forgotten under the power of her dancing feet. Her dramatic appearance and dance as time are so enchanting that we forget Shiva, our true nature. Her commanding presence is mercurial. The moment you acknowledge her presence, she disappears. Try ignoring her and she shows herself. She cunningly appears simultaneously in the past, present, and future. Like time, she is impossible to pin down, and although her dance may seem frenzied, there is an immaculate precision to her cosmic rhythm. Sweet and delicate at times, her dance beckons the planets and stars to sway in tenderness, unpredictability. Her dance becomes chaotic, just as we settle into security in the known. Our circumstances spin us rapidly out of control into the unknown. So start invoking that presence, that energy, to summon strength. Recall an uncomfortable situation, such as an interaction with someone, an outcome you didn't expect, or abortion rights getting taken away. This one can be difficult, so if you have any questions on how this all, just ask me if you have any questions. So notice the sequence of events that led to your discomfort. The incident occurred, and then based on what you've learned in your past, your mind interpreted the situation as bad. You think the outcome should be different. See clearly whether your discomfort arises from the event or your judgment about it. Notice that your judgments are a result of your past stories and aren't caused by the event. Notice that scenarios based on your shoulds and should nots do not exist except in your imagination. How would you now view the person or situation? Allow the answers to remain wordless and sense the feeling of relief or freedom that may arise. sit with the questions as long as you need. Now's the point to pause the video and sit with these feelings for however long you need. Hi, now that you're back, you can start waking up a little bit more. And as you go throughout your day, I want you to start acknowledging your judgments. Begin to question and own your responses and reactions, knowing that they are never caused by anyone or anything other than your own mind. Now, if your meditation was on all of the anti-abortion shit that's going on, one thing that came to me while I was doing this exercise was that it is scary. It is not okay. So the things that I can do, the way that I can react, is by giving resources to those in need. I've actually posted a link to a website. It's Buckle Bunnies. They are helping women in Texas get lodging, transportation, all of that kind of stuff to get an abortion outside of the state. Other things you can do is rally, volunteer with Planned Parenthood, do the things that you can, because it's all you can do is react in the best way that you possibly can. Holding on to this anger can help, can't help you like fuel some stuff, but the anger isn't going to get you anywhere. It's the actions that you take that are going to free you from these patterns of feeling held down, these patterns of being kept in a box. The next thing I have for y'all is a tarot reading, so I will be doing that. Stick around if you want. If that's not your thing, thanks, and I hope you have a lovely evening. Feel free to reach out with any questions. Alright guys, so now on to our tarot reading. I am using the Goddess Tarot because that's what I'm feeling. We are all goddesses in this moment. And these cards are very, they're direct, but they're gentle, which is what I feel like we need right now. So I am going to be pulling 3 cards. One of them is to represent Kali. We already talked about her, but the question is, what stands in my way that I should defeat? Lilith will be the second card. The question is, where in my life should I refuse to submit? And Caradwyn, what transformation do I need to undergo? If you don't know who Caradwyn is, she's a Welsh goddess of inspiration. So let's get into it. Alright. Call upon the spirits of the north, south, east, west, ether, fire, water, and air. Please speak raise these questions to you. Give me guidance. Right. Wisdom. Starting backwards. So Caradman, what transformation do I need to undergo? Hi, Ranger. Wisdom. Wisdom in this deck is Sarasvati. The Hindu goddess of knowledge and culture is the divinely feminine embodiment of true wisdom, symbolizing spiritual knowledge as well as the refinement of arts, especially honored by scholars and musicians. She's extraordinarily beautiful and graceful, easily recognizable by her dazzling white skin and brilliant clothing. Her brightness is said to represent the powerful, pure light of wisdom that destroys the danger of ignorance. Her forearms symbolize how her influence extends over the four directions of the earth and by extension all areas of life. The meanings for this card, if you forgot the question, is hi. So the tarot we are using is the Goddess Tarot. I just went ahead and pulled these. These are what the gods, goddesses, spirits need us to know right now. The first one we got was wisdom. Wisdom is represented by Sarasvati, traditionally carded as the High Priestess. She represents spirituality, education, and enlightenment. Sarasvati, the Hindu goddess of knowledge and culture, is the divinely feminine embodiment of true wisdom, symbolizing spiritual knowledge as well as the refinement of the arts. She's extraordinarily beautiful and graceful. Sarasvati is easily recognizable by her dazzling white skin and brilliant clothing. Her brightness is said to represent the powerful, pure light of wisdom that destroys the danger of ignorance. Her forearms symbolize how her influence extends over the four directions of the earth, and by extension all areas of life. The book she holds in one of her hands represents education. The beads indicate spiritual knowledge. With her other hand, she holds and plays the veena, an Indian lute, representing the art of music, which has the power to soothe with its beauty. The meanings of this card are an interest in spiritual knowledge, a teacher who will share with you what you are seeking, or perhaps you are the teacher. Wisdom gained in a graceful manner, honoring the powers of intuition, dreams, and the divine feminine. I think that was a pretty accurate card for today. So basically that means that you're on a path to knowledge. It may be you that's spreading the knowledge, it may be your friend, it may be, I believe it's you that's spreading the knowledge. You are here to enlighten others. You are here to teach and bring forth everything you learn. Share your enlightenment with the world. Don't hold yourself back with your boxes, your labels that you've given yourself. Go forth and expand. The next one we got is the Princess of Pentacles. Oh, I love how beautiful all of these women in these cards are. So the Princess of Pentacles, pentacles represent like the material world. So keywords here are opportunities, hard work, and development. Seductive and sweetly perfumed, the Princess of Pentacles offers all of life's bounties. Her presence reminds others of the hard work and clear focus involved in gaining these riches. To possess these, though, desire is not enough. Constructive action must be taken. Like I said, teaching, giving unto others, sharing your enlightenment with others. The meanings of this: the ability, hard work, and wisdom necessary for creating opportunities for growth, beauty. Movement in this direction, the ability to work hard to create prosperity. Taking care of the self on the material level and enjoying the pleasures associated with this. A woman who personifies these forces. So, hard work, educating yourself, educating others, it's gonna bring us forward in the world. Just sharing your own knowledge yet again. But it is gonna take hard work. So the last one we got is the Princess of Staves. Yet again, another beautiful woman. Let's go to Staves. There you are. Princess of Staves, passion, integrity, and action. Princess of Staves, a fiery-haired young woman crowned with a circle of gold, vows to be as stalwart as the rocks surrounding her. Her passionate example is an inspiration to live with integrity, intent, and without compromise. About to reach all of life's fullness and embracing all of its possibilities. Goes back to Kali yet again. Embracing everything. You are not just these labels you've put on yourself. You are not, the actions that you've taken in the past do not define who you are in the future. You can grow, you can move forward. I like this part. About to reach all of life's fullness and embracing all its possibilities, she glorifies Frasia's values of beauty and hard work. The Princess of Staves' ability to go forth into the world with her work exemplifies the quality of confidence at its best. The meanings behind this are the ability to create beauty that has use in the world, energy, integrity, and creativity, initiative, new ideas or ventures that must be acted upon immediately. A young woman who inspires others to live this mission. And yet again, I feel as though every single one of those cards represents, sorry, I'm bringing the candle up here because now it's getting dark. Every single card that we pulled represents hard work, represents that we are here to change what is going on in the world, to change what is going on in our lives as well. We have the power to be limitless, and we have to start becoming mindful of our reactions and our actions to create this change. As you become more mindful you're going to be more motivated. You're going to be able to be free of these negative experiences. It's going to take a lot of hard work and it's going to take commitment, but it is possible. So thank you guys for watching. I know this last part got a little dark outside, but I hope that you got something out of today's meditation and reading. If you have any questions, like I said before, please let me know in the comments, or DM me. I am here to help, so just reach out if you want. I will be doing one of these every new moon, so please watch and tune in next time. Hopefully we'll get some of the technical things sorted out, like lighting and maybe get a microphone hooked up next time. But yeah, thank you guys so much for sharing this moment with me. I hope you got something from it. And if you want to continue on in meditation and working on mindfulness, I am available for mindfulness meditation teachings. So just reach out. Thank you guys. Have a good night.